Hello dear friends, this is Car Sundance with Loving Life TV, and today I would like to give you some, I believe, spot on super tips in regards to how you can be sure that you get non-GMO food, organically grown, not having to trust on labels, on packages or on your supermarkets. The reason why I'm doing this video is that I'm very uncomfortable myself to have to rely on labels, and it is really empowering to see and to know that you can really do your own research and be the master there and in charge to find out if your food is GMO free and organic. Here are my tips. First and for all, the biggest advice, of course, and I don't want to go too deeply into this, you grow it yourself. That is, of course, very clear. You grow it yourself, you make clear that you have good seeds, you know, but this is not acceptable for everybody. So the biggest advice, aside from this, that is real life advice for everybody out there, you need to go to farmer markets. Don't buy, you know, in the Monsanto Walmart shops your food, but go at least health food stores or go to farmer markets. I believe farmer markets is a super source of locally grown, organically grown food from farmers you can talk to. You can talk with others about those farmers. You can get really first-hand knowledge about where this food in real life has been growing. If you buy in the supermarkets, you have no idea. Normally the food is shipped for like thousands of kilometers. You have no idea where it comes from. So farmer markets is the first advice here. Second and for all is I always like to buy from small booths that is not mass produced. If you buy from small booths and farmers, old farmers, the old farmers, they don't look really wealthy. They have just a small variety of foods on their table. That is another great tip to be sure that it's not mass-produced stuff that is produced with a lot of fertilizers and pesticides. Third and for all is go for ugly fruits. I know that you don't like to hear this so much, but you can be very sure that the hybrid foods, the designed foods, the Monsanto foods, they are made to be shiny, big and colorful. So if you go for the ugly foods, you can be sure, if you go in nature, you go for the wild foods. The wild foods, normally they are not the shiny, bright color kind of fruits. Those are the fruits that are rather small and they don't look very appealing to you. It's not the look, guys. It's not the look. We are trained to go by the look, but this is how we can trick the big companies. Is don't go for the shiny big fruits. Go for the ugly ones. Those are the ones that need our attention. I was giving away the fourth tip already, and that was size. The genetically modified foods are going per size, so they're bigger. Wild foods are actually small foods. Did you know that apples, for example, the wild apples, they just had the size of a cherry, and they're very sour. And which already would be the fifth tip. I have so many tips here. Is it should be not only small, but only with less sugar in it. It's again something we are not so going by because we like to have the sugar in the fruits, but this is the hybrid foods. The wild foods packed with nutrients, GMO free, are more sour. And the sixth tip here, have lots of seeds in them. So ugly fruits, small size, lots of seeds and sour. It's all the stuff that we don't like, but this will make sure on your end that you get GMO free food that is wild, that is packed with nutrients. Those are the massive, very smart tips, I would say, you could really apply to be the master here, to be in charge of all of this. Do research, talk to the people on the farmer market. We've been, wherever we go, we're doing this. We talk about the farmers, we find out about others who have been living there for decades, maybe even they know the farmers. Go to the farms and see how they really grow the food. That's another thing that we've been doing, that we just see really how do they do that, how do they grow the celery that we've been harvesting, you see. So Those are some really hand-on tools, I believe, that require some work from your end. I didn't say that you will get this information about your food for free and without work and without time. You have to do some research, you have to go out and look for those things, but hey, you asked for this information, and of course Monsanto will not make it easy. If you want to have it easy, you just go to McDonald's and buy a burger. This is the easiest way to get some food, if it's food anyway, in your belly. If you want to have good food, wild food, nutrition-rich food, you have to do some work for that, and there is just no other way. It would be a lie if I would tell you anything else than that. I think this was some really powerful tips that bring the power back to us people where it belongs. And it's just to you right now to do the work and to, you know, break the power of the big corporations. We have the force to do that. If we just take responsibility for our own food and we support our local farmers, we can do something. They say, I'm also a business coach, they say, and that is so true, power is where you spend your dollar. So make sure that you spend your dollar on organic, GMO-free food, supporting your local people, your local community. And in this way we can change the world for good. I deeply believe the truth of that sentence. Please subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, The Raw Food Family, and be assured I'm going to be back with more interesting shows the next couple of days. Thanks so much for watching. This was Car Sundance. Bye-bye.